International Championships.
Hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. Joining me this evening, we have Corin.
Hello.
Jotham.
Hello.
And Jared.
Hi.
And not to blow any surprises later on in the episode, but we are expected to be joined by a guest a little later on in the program. Don't that exciting.
You didn't want to shoot your wad, is what you're saying.
If anyone has anything they want to contribute to the show positively, they can send an email to us, us@thegn. They can also visit us on social media at the GNC Show. You can visit thegncshow.com for many pieces of show-related information. And if you wish, you can leave us a voicemail by calling 727-379-4335, which spells paper wheel on your ultramagnetic keypad.
Nice.
We've had a little bit of correspondence since the last time that we've convened. Let me just check out the old correspondometer and see where it's come from. We have had a comment on our YouTube channel on the video from it's dated October 2nd, entitled Stark and Buck. We have a comment from YouTube user TWatt75. We haven't heard from him in quite a while. I'm glad.
I'm glad he's okay.
TWatt75 is doing okay. The message reads simply, powerfully, Joe Perry Quomover. Not bad. In reference. So we talked about Joe Perry 6 weeks ago, and then we talked about Rivers Cuomo, and I made my famous Quomover joke last show. I was telling everyone about it yesterday, though. You have to hear it. But we weren't talking about Joe Perry on the last episode, were we? That was a little while back, right?
No, I think he just pulled his own.
Yeah, so he did a portmanteau.
Teleporter accident.
Yeah, a celebrity teleporter accident. But I like that TWatt75 heard us mention Joe Perry 6-7 weeks ago and was like, okay, hold on, bide my time. And then when we were talking about the Cuomo last week, he was like, bingo.
I got this. This is where it goes.
Yeah. TWatt75 simply waits for us to make a mistake and then pounces. Joe Perry Quomover, thank you, TWatt75. More inspiration, perhaps for a future quiz. Of course, now we all know the answer, so maybe that could be a clue. Now I just have to think of the right game. All right, so that's all the correspondence.
Who commented on our YouTube channel?
Joe Perry Quomover.
Oh, no, I think the answer would be TWatt75.
Oh, okay.
But it would be the only answer to any of the...
Well, guys, let's go around the horn and talk about what everyone's been up to lately. I'll go first.
Oh.
That's right. Every once in a while, I like to go first. This week, I did some exciting stuff. I ran sound over at Green Bench for a rock show. That was lots of fun. It was good to be around a nice, loud rock band. I've run sound a couple times recently out there, and they've been some like kind of more mellow, acoustic-y type shows.
You're sick of
Things are starting to kick back up. They're really letting those tubes heat up. You know what I'm saying? Getting a lot of warm distortion out of there. Jotham.
Yes.
When's the last time that you turned your guitar amp up real loud?
Oh, when's the last time we played a show?
Is that it?
July 3rd of 2019.
2019, yeah. That was just before America's birthday.
The acoustic this week for the first time in like 6 months, but that's about it.
Just doing some Decemberist covers or something.
Yeah, I mean, I might pick up I might turn my amp on by 2024 at this point.
Wait, you're gonna keep?
I was doing Jack Johnson.
Some bubbly toes.
Yeah, put the lime in the coconut.
That
I have a hard time telling put the lime in the coconut from any Jack Johnson song.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I don't think he would be offended by that either.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly kind of the energy he's putting out there.
Yeah.
So running sound was fun. I saw a lot of people who I haven't seen in a long time, since like pre-pandemic times or even far before that. So it was nice to be out and about. That was fun. Does anyone have any questions about the rock show?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Did you have to? Oh,
There's a band called Eyelid Cinema playing, and there's a band called Rillian, and there's a band called Rudderkin. Rudderkin has been on the radio show. They recorded a session for the radio show back when we were on WMNF. Oh,
Told you.
Jared's for the listener at home. Jared's camera just fell over because it was knocked down by a cat. He's kind of saving it, but it's glitching out, and like you can tell things aren't going to be right anymore for the rest of the show.
Yeah, and he's just going to be looking for that cat.
Did you spray the cat with a water bottle?
With a snap.
You sprayed the cat with a snap.
Snap that cat.
So
Okay.
good.
Did you have to stay out late? That's the thing about going to rock shows now.
The show ends at 11 because of noise ordinances. It's outside, so it ends at
that's
11.
okay.
Clean up
That's all right.
by about 12. I'm home by 12:30.
That's perfect.
After midnight.
Yeah, let it all hang out, baby.
Yeah, I can't. If you were doing sound, I guess indoors, you would be there until 2 or 3 a.m. Right?
Could be.
Like those
Could
things,
be if it's that
those
kind of
things are
show.
still
You know?
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. That's not the life for me.
No, thank you.
I let my work be dictated by noise ordinances. I follow them around the country the way some people follow waves.
Chasing water, chasing ordinances.
Yeah. Another interesting thing. Well, okay, let me not jump the gun on interesting, but another thing that happened this week is a group of coworkers and myself at my day job, not where I work here. At my day job, we went to a client's facilities. It's a new place that they've moved into. But it also was corresponding with their 20th anniversary as a company. So we were going out there to kind of like see the new place, like see how everything's laid out. Some of us are meeting the people out there for the first time, but like they're celebrating their 20th, their 20 years as a company, and it's a mildly festive atmosphere, or at least the kind of festive atmosphere that management will put on for that type of occasion. And it's like the owner of the company was giving heartfelt speeches and talking about people who've been important to the company, who've we've lost, who've moved on, and so it was emotional at times, and a lot of kind of positive energy, cheerleading type stuff. And we're just kind of sitting in the back of the room, and there was pizza and donuts out to be given away. Kind of an odd combination, but we rolled with it.
That's a good combo.
Yeah. So we ended up being there for like 5 hours or something. When we got there, it turns out the festivities had been moved back from like 10 to 12. So we were just kind of hanging for a long time. Like I said, we transitioned from donut to pizza. Morning turned into afternoon, and they did point a small spotlight on us and say, "Hey, by the way, back there, those are these guys. They are working with us on this stuff." And all in all, it felt a little weird, like being the only people in a room like full of everyone who knows each other very well. It felt a little conspicuous. We may have been the only people standing too. Everyone else was very comfortable. But yeah, it was kind of weird just being thrown into someone else's festivities like that for a day. For a little while, I kind of felt like, you know, I got caught up in. I was like, yeah, we are going places. Like this is
this has been the best 20 years of my life.
yeah, we're in a good position. Like I was definitely like feeling part of their team.
You
guys
a
ever
single
go-
tear rolls down your cheek when the in memoriam session goes by.
Yeah, it was like he really gave it everything. But I don't. Yeah, yeah, maybe I'll get to know that company a little more, and I'll start to earn those tears that I shed, that blood that I spilled,
And those donuts that
those
you
donuts that I spilled.
ate. I
feel
forgot
like
to
when I've
mention I spilled all the donuts.
Much better, easier meal situation to navigate than the sandwich thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I feel like when I've been in those situations before, I'll like catch myself being like, yeah, and then I'll catch myself doing that, and I'm like, oh, reel it back in. Who are you?
You're starting to, you like almost.
I know what you're doing here. Yeah.
You just have this thing. You're just drawn to strong leaders. You know, like you see someone like pumping up a crowd, and you're like, what can I do? What can I do to make this machine run better? You know.
I
Jotham's a
went
team
to a
player.
friend's
I'm here for the machine.
I'm here for the
Christmas
machine.
party. Rage for the machine. I went with a friend to her employee Christmas party, and it was much the same vibe, where it was, you know, like managers were standing up, like giving speeches about how good a year it was, and like thanking everybody for their hard work. And I had to like find some other, you know, a spouse of an employee to kind of talk about D&D with, and not get too into it. But I hate those. I hate that. Absolutely. I can't stand
You
that
don't like
feeling
corporate cheerleading?
well, I don't like feeling apart from, and it's very easy for me to do that, you know, just in general.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like to think that we've helped you to feel as apart as possible.
Yeah, you do.
Different,
but
different and othered.
I think I am also like a super big bummer at those things, because the first thing that people ask is, what do you do for a living? Which always turns into a really depressing conversation when they talk to me. Because I do Indian law.
Because you answer them. oh no, you mean because of the specific answer?
Yeah.
This is a celebrity
answer.
roast of Corin Atchison. I forgot to tell you. And another thing.
When you talk, it sucks.
He's such a wordsmith. they call him
You
King
look
of the
like an
Roast,
idiot.
you know?
Me and Jeff Ross. Good company. Anyway, yeah. Don't bring me to a party is what I'm saying.
Don't bring you to a party. Well, let me tell you one other thing that I did this week. Boom!
Oh!
Yeah.
The tie-dye.
I met up with Jared,
There it
and I got
is.
this tie-dye, this RTD that Jotham made.
That's a
Custom.
regular tie-dye.
This is a standard
not reversed.
tie-dye. This nothing reversed about this one, baby.
That's an STD.
All right.
Standard tie-dye.
Yeah.
Cool. So thank you,
Yeah,
Jotham, very much for that. Had to get it off my hands as quick as
You
possible.
can wear that STD proudly.
Well, guys, that's about all I've been up to. I do see that our guest is in the waiting room. How about I let our guest in? We talk
Come
to our
on in.
guest, and then we'll figure out whether any of you
Yeah.
guys had a week worth sharing as well.
I didn't.
Okay.
Is that good? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to let our guest in, and we'll intro them, unless, like, you know, they're not actually ready to be on, in which case we'll probably do, like, a little cut here. But let's go for it.
And
We're just not going to be smiling at it.
There we go.
Wait, what?
audio's connecting.
Audio is connecting. So in that time, I want to say our
There we go.
guest is joining us. She is she's many things. She's a pinball expert and technician, a ranked player, a ranked competitor. She is a musician. She has been in the past a great friend to Grand National Championships. I'm saying, like, back when we used to raise funds for WMNF. And we're happy to have her joining us right now. It is Bobbi Douthitt. Bobbi, how do you do?
Doing awesome.
Hello.
Yeah. Long time listener, first time guest.
All right, that's what we're talking about.
Welcome.
Do you know all of these people? Jared is here. Jared, that's Bobby.
We're Insta friends, I believe.
That sounds right. Jotham, you know.
Of course, yes.
Of course, who doesn't know Jotham? And that's Corin. Corin is the farthest away there.
Hi.
And I think I know the other Atchison. I know Aaron Atchison.
Aaron Atchison.
Oh, yes.
He just
The
recently
lesser
moved
Atchison.
to Seattle. Corin just helped him
Oh,
move.
sweet. Oh, so much good pinball in Seattle.
Good pinball here too in Portland.
Oh, totally, yeah. That
See?
was where the Ladies Pinball League started, was Portland. Or wait, no, sorry, it was Oakland.
It was
I
one
had
of,
the wrong land.
I
I
get-
had the wrong land.
I get those confused all
Sorry.
the time.
I think Portland was like the first one outside of the state of California.
Now, has pinballing taken you around the world and around the nation?
So whenever I travel, I do try to play. And it's especially important to try and play in tournaments to earn points when you travel around. But really, like, checking out locations is fun too.
So you're earning points. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Do you
Jotham.
travel
Yeah.
for the tournament, or the tournament just happens to be happening?
So
Places
there's
where you're at?
there's like a sanctioning governing board of pinball. It's the IFPA, the International Flipper Pinball Association. There's also PAPA, which is the Professional and Amateur Pinball Association. And it's, they call them Walker points or IFPA points, but it's points you earn by playing in sanctioned tournaments on various locations, various formats. There's lots of fun ways to play.
But yeah, you're like an old blues man traveling through a town. You're just like picking up a gig. He's like, I need to get a few points in tonight.
It was like I would be in like a college town, and I'm like, I know there's pinball somewhere. Like, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna go to
So
the
it's-
pinball map. I'm gonna go to IFPA and be like, excuse me, where can I play, and maybe earn points.
It's like trying
I've
to
gotten
find.
to play in Seattle, in Colorado. My parents really been in Colorado, which was cool. There's tons of pinball out there.
Does
That's
that
rad.
mean there has to be like a scorekeeper with you if you like attempt?
So there's a director. I direct tournaments in Tampa Bay. I direct tournaments at Lowry Parkade. So you do have to have someone that's in charge, that's scorekeeping and keeping everyone in line.
An adult.
We're all kids.
You're an official
We are all kids.
pinball
We are
adult.
all children. We have very expensive toys. Just
Right.
because our toys are $10,000 doesn't mean they're not toys. They're still toys. They're just 5 figures. It's ridiculous.
Now your home pinball field is the Replay Amusement. What's the correct name of the
Replay
facility?
Amusement Museum.
Yeah, plays it off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up in
Do they still
Tarpon
have the really big
Springs.
pinball?
Hey,
Hercules.
she's trying to plug her facility here. You cut her off in the
Sorry.
middle of it.
It's
No,
a
no,
little,
tell me about the big one.
We have the world's largest pinball machine, Hercules, next to Jumbotron, which sometimes people are like, what's a Jumbotron? I'm like, back in my day, there were concerts in stadiums and they would show stuff on big screens. Wasn't all projection mapped in front of you.
Wow, I love that you're saying in my day to talk about giant screen technology.
Back in my day, we had Jumbotrons.
We had
Well,
fiber
like,
optic cables.
The phrase Jumbotron is like lost on a certain age.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of a moment in time. There's like a 90s, 2000s connection to the Jumbotron.
Right, right.
Now you'd have to
Or
tell them it's
Megatron. You
the
could call it Megatron, and then that gets a whole nother flavor of nerd.
flavors of nerds. So you're saying
That's my job.
Replay Amusement Museum in Tarpon Springs with scores and dozens of machines.
133 last time I counted. We have
pretty
66
good.
pinball machines and 67 arcade cabinets. But we really have like hundreds of arcade games because many of the arcade cabinets hold multiple games.
There's you have those like antique that have the score that's on like a dial.
So
where they only have, like, 5
electromechanical.
spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 50 years of pinball, 40 years of classic arcade. Our oldest functional pinball machine is from 1968, Paul Bunyan, and it's actually one of the games that has the most flippers in the building, which is kind of fun.
Well,
The
when they
most
only have
flippers,
5
huh?
numbers for the score,
The 6.
did they ever expect anybody to get over 9,999, or does
So,
it
and
keep track of when it rolls over?
That is important, especially in tournament directing. You want to be aware if you're close enough to rolling over the score. Some games have extra lights that would ignite that you knew you reached, 100,000, 200,000 points. But yeah, those electromechanical games are really fun. That's most of my home collection is games from like the 70s, the early 70s.
If it's in a tournament and it's about to roll over, is there like a crowd that gathers and like waits for it?
So you
and,
need like
pumps up
as
the
a,
jam.
it's your
DJ drops the
responsibility
fat
as
beat.
a player to like notify like I'm getting close, somebody watched.
Hey
There
guys! Hey guys!
Yeah, like you need to
what I
have
do.
someone spotting you to be like, yes, they rolled over the game. I saw it.
Yeah, hype man. Pinball hype man.
You need a spotter.
Well, and you end up like it's all the same people. I looked up some stats so that I would have some numbers for y'all because I got really nervous.
Oh, you want to
I
make
was
sure
like,
you had some content?
Let me get my research. Let me make sure I say the right thing currently today at this very moment because of how pinball works.
Nothing more terrifying than the thought of being fact-checked in the near future.
We're not going to check it.
Someone will.
So
I got so many questions.
there's 8,839 registered players that have played in pinball tournaments. I am out of that 6,031st for just open, no matter what gender. There are 2,140 registered female players or women players, and out of that, I'm 173rd. And then
So-
the state of Florida, I'm 157th because I host open tournaments, but I never play in them. Like it's not possible. I couldn't possibly somehow play in a game and be like, oh, unsticking a ball from another game.
I was going to say you got to be ready to watch those rollovers. I hear they're happening all the time. You got to have eyes on deck.
It's more like figuring out how to fix a game issue. Like, okay, you get a consolation ball, you don't because you walked away and you just don't know what you're doing. Like, it's.
I would imagine that maintaining those machines is a lot like keeping a classic car collection. Like there is constantly maintenance going on.
Well, that's a great way to compare it because that is what's so great about replay. Like a small engine, like you want to turn it on, you want to take it around the block. Actually getting these games played consistently helps maintain them and keep them in proper working order, especially our older games.
Right on.
So it's kind of funny, like being that line of defense of like, okay, is something broken? Is it going to damage something? Can we address it and fix it? What parts do we have to find?
Are there still people that make parts for the old machines, or they just
Yeah,
are they out of production?
whew, thank goodness for 3D printers. I tell you what.
Yeah, I guess
So
that's
that-
a good solution.
It's really fun seeing how different technology influences pinball. And, gaming in general, you could talk about it. But pinball is fun because it's such this tactile, kinetic game. To see how things like 3D printing can help. And so drones. There's a game that we have, Orbiter 1, super rare. You can't find it anywhere. It's weird. It's got like a really, like a pool. It's like a giant rounded out play field, but it looks like the surface of some kind of moon or planet. And it has these pop bumpers that spin. And for the longest time, we couldn't find the right size motors or something that would work for the game. And lo and behold, whatever that phrase is that I didn't say right just then,
Who said
behold,
it? Who said it?
behold the thing? I don't know.
Lo and behold. Oh.
Thank you. Drones got popular, and there are specific drone motors that work perfectly for this game, and now we
wow.
can keep this game running.
That's
so,
really
I don't want to
hilarious.
step on you or like say that I'm disappointed in anything that you're saying because it's very cool. But you said drones and pinball, and I thought that there was a pinball game featuring drones, and I was really excited to see where this was going.
Both featured on ESPN Ocho. That is a thing. You can watch drone racing, and you can watch pinball on the Ocho.
We just have to find a way
play
to
pinball.
Not yet.
to link these two together.
But
It's
they
going to
will.
happen. When drones
will.
get small enough, they can start flying inside the machines.
So there's a pinball machine dialed in that features drones. Like drones are part of it. There's little drones on the playfield that spin around.
Okay, we're getting there.
It's coming.
You obviously haven't won over this room completely for some reason.
It's coming. It's coming.
Well, Bobby,
I'm getting
I don't know.
close.
I don't want to exclusively inundate you with pinballing questions. So can I just
I
ask
will
you
just talk about pinball forever. It's a problem.
generally what have you been up to lately? What have your last few weeks been like in this weird world we have?
Yeah, last couple of weeks. You mean like last year and a half, right? Because it's
basically
all
that.
like this accordion of time being pushed together.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell whether things have happened a very long time ago or a very short time ago.
It's like you have to figure out your little milestone marker of like it was before this or it was after this, and that year was that year, right?
It's like when Jotham talked about that show we played in 2019. I forgot. There's kind of a whole year missing between then and now that I forgot about.
I was gonna say 2020, but it was 2019.
Yeah, far out.
So I have been hosting tournaments. I hosted a tournament in the last 2 weeks. It's been fun. It's a lot of work. It's kind of one of those thankless jobs, but someone's got to do it.
Do you get interesting characters out there? Do you have like
I want to know
like
like the top players
flamboyant pinballers who are like,
who's
have
the Billy Mitchell of
That's what we want to know. Who comes wearing a crazy
There is
hat?
no. I mean, man, is it me? Am I the Billy
Oh yeah, if
Mitchell
there's no
of
other
pinball?
jerks, it's probably you.
Oh, well, I always like to say, like, I'm nice, but I'm also the worst, and I'm sorry. Like, let me apologize ahead of time. There are definitely characters, there are pinball personalities and pinfluencers. That's a fun thing to hear and say.
Bobby, it's
Isn't
been
that
great having you tonight. We're gonna have to let you go.
Isn't that great? So yeah, it's such a micro, like people are like, I'm a micro internet celebrity. I'm like, oh bitch, I got you. Can I say the B word?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I stream pinball on Twitch.
yes, that's pinball with a view.
Yeah, pinball with a view. So me and a pin pal, a Florida Belle, Morgan, we stream from where I work at Replay or locations. And we dress up. We
You made
do
it sound.
cosplay.
You made it sound like you're at like illicit
Batcave.
underground
We
speakeasy
stream
shit.
at Ellipsis.
And what's the stream like?
It's a lot of fun. We drink. We talk about pinball. It's like it's a lot of fun to the 200 people that watch us.
Do you talk shit about other influencers?
No, never. Never about. I mean, we are a fun group.
She
We are a
uplifts.
fun group. And we all kind of poke fun of the fact that it's like 2,000 people. That's how many people watch us on Twitch. I'm looking at like Donkey Kong Country 3 has like 10 times. One game
It's a-
for the
it's a
whole
good-
entire game of pinball.
It's a good game though. Just letting you know. It's a good
Corin's
game.
in here
I just
to.
wasn't at 64, right? I never played in 64.
Yeah, it's good.
I was
it
all
out.
at Sega.
It's nice. That's still good. Those are still good numbers for a Twitch stream.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Don't knock it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's say
that's-
some more condescending things to you about
Yeah,
it.
we've got
that's
over
really
400
good.
followers. No, I mean,
They're doing way
actually,
better than we are. Don't talk down to her.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been kind of surprised at like how much people are into it because it's just like we're not great. Like, yeah, we know what we're supposed to do. Can we do it? No. Games are hard.
But you set
But we're a lot of
objectives.
color,
Yeah,
a lot of flavor,
yeah. Wigs.
a lot of White Claw. Yeah. Oh my God. Wigs. Totally obsessed with wigs. I'm actually in between colors right now. I'm like, do I go purple? Do I go blue?
Well, having the stream is probably a good excuse to drop some flavor like that into the hair biz.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why, like, sometimes I'll take this stripe and I'll move it to the other side. Sometimes for one episode, I'll just I'll dye like just maybe like a light red.
Just
Yeah,
like
I'll mix
chalk
it up.
in.
Yeah, exactly. I'll chalk in the lines. Sometimes I'll put in.
Yeah, I was so mad.
initials.
Like I don't have my ring light. I don't have anything.
Oh, yeah. Is that all? That's all set up at Replay.
Yeah, it's like I have like the duffel bag at Replay. We have the setup that Morgan has at her house, and we kind of go back and forth between the two.
Now you were part of a Yatuzi release. Were you just on that one release earlier this year?
I was on a couple, so I was featured on one before that at the end of 2020, I guess, and then he released something this year too. So my husband, Steve Jones, he performs under the name Yatuzi. He's also in, like anyone in St. Pete, 1,000,001 bands.
We were going around trying to name Steve Jones bands earlier on. We came up with Flux Hymns, Bornite Carnation.
Yes.
There's another Chris Netto recent one, right?
Work Stress.
Work Stress.
Work Stress. There is Fevers.
Fevers.
He was a drummer in Fevers. He was a band like Nomads.
Oh, like Nomads.
Yeah, he was in like Nomads. I think there were 2 drummers in that band. But yeah,
He covers a lot of ground.
He's multi-instrumental musician. He can just pick something up and make music happen with it all the time. I love it. He like has tracks where he took he was playing on 2-liter bottles of soda at a party, like at our friend's birthday party. Like I didn't even realize it was happening. Like playing chopsticks, and then records it and then uses that as like a base of a drum beat. It's amazing.
I like that in the middle of a gathering of people.
Yeah. Like we'll go out to construction sites that have like a bunch of metal pieces that sound like wind chimes moving around, and we're just like recording that, and then he throws it in a song.
So
we cooked for years and years. I met him because I was in a kitchen, Jimbo's Joint. And we ended up working together at Brick and Mortar, and Brick and Mortar has this, I don't know if they still do, but they have like a banquet room, and the door made like this funny hum, like vibration noise when it's shut, and he like recorded that, put that in a song.
I like that that instinct that he has to just make it happen right there. That's what holds a lot of people back, is just not starting to do something. I like that he's just like getting sounds wherever they're happening.
Absolutely. And finding inspiration at any second and noting it, recording it if possible. So it's inspiring to be around, and he'll, play tracks and say, oh, what do you think about this? Do you want to try this? Do you want to sing on this? And eventually, like, so much coaxing and asking me, I was like, okay, let's actually do this. Let's try it. Because I have fun doing it. I'm not good. I wouldn't say it's good by any means.
Would you, if he were doing a live performance, would you perform live with him?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Has he
the
done
kind of singer
Yatuzi live?
I'm a karaoke singer, like I'm karaoke trained vocalist. That's my level.
It's all about the performance.
Has he done any Yatuzi live sets? Am I saying that right? Yatuzi?
Yatuzi, yeah. Yatuzi. He's on Twitch too. He's constantly moderating for us on Pinball with a View, Yatuzi Jacuzzi. Oh. Which is just fun to say.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a hot tub stream. Sorry.
Man.
All right.
Well, Corin, you're the one who has the most rigid requirements for time this evening. What do you think we should do? Should we step into some quizzing? Do you? Oh well, actually, we're kind of halfway through going around the horn as far as the the fellas talking about their week. I just want to hear what Corin has going on, because Corin, you're wearing a brace of some type on your right hand.
Yeah.
What's happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you look like a pinballer.
They get carpal tunnel.
Or
all the
Johnny
time?
Totally.
Greenwood,
People show up in yeah, totally.
like bowling gear.
Yeah, I hurt myself, which is to be expected, I guess. I did this from punching things at Muay Thai in a controlled environment.
Not the walls in your house.
No. I didn't get mad at the door or anything. I'm just too old to be doing the things that I'm doing, and I transitioned from a fancy boy art school to fight sports late in life, and it's been a tough transition.
No, like Taekwondo in between, just right into Muay Thai.
I mean, there was, but yeah.
Okay.
There were also many years of
Baby
just
steps.
gross inactivity in between that didn't help with anything. So yeah, I punched a thing too hard, and now my wrist hurts, and I have to do this. And it's going to be embarrassing because I have to go teach a class now, which is why I have to get out of here.
Just be like, hey, I just
You
left the
should
pinball
see
arcade.
the other guy. Oh.
Yeah.
He was also a professor of law.
This is how we settle things now.
Yeah.
Trial by combat.
Do you go to punch each other and connected fists?
Yeah, he was accidentally never mind.
In the Matrix.
I don't know why I
Or
said
Dragon Ball
accidentally.
Z.
What did you say?
Or Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, sorry. I don't get the Dragon Ball Z references quite as much.
That's okay. We forgive you.
So
Are there Dragon Ball Z pinball games? There's got to be.
There should be. There's a really, okay, how do I say it? There's a homebrew that happened.
oh, she talking
Someone else should
bootleg?
make one.
Bootleg pinball?
Homebrewing is very popular.
I've seen many a bootleg pinball machine
Yeah,
in my
people
day.
make homebrews all the time. Sometimes you just take a game and reskin it and make it whatever theme someone asks for.
Yeah, there's a lot of unlicensed use of.
This is just a one-off. Someone's making a Sonic that I'm really excited to
That's
see.
a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little ball. It's perfect.
I mean, like, where's the Pokemon? Where's the Dragon Ball? No, it's like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, we need
They
more
didn't
like
have-
spherical based pinball themes.
Yeah, like take something. So, and this was a thing. So, Mandalorian came out, and there's a little Grogu, a little baby Yoda on the playfield. And spoiler alert, it doesn't capture the ball or do anything like it
just
should
there.
have.
It's just like a decal.
It's just sitting there. And then it's the same size as that creepy Mattel toy that came out. I don't know if you've
The
seen
Furby?
it. It's like a Grogu you can play like hide and seek with.
Oh,
That's
I
not
found
scary to me.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've got one right
But people
behind me.
are taking that toy, chopping it up, and putting it in pinball machines. So you have this like movable little animatronic Grogu.
Well, that's a lot of fun that could go horrifically wrong.
Yeah, modding, pinball mods.
That's crazy because like I've seen how it's made on those and the amount of circuitry and all the switches and like
Oh,
how
man.
complex it is on the backs of those boards. Just like an engineering nightmare.
Nightmare.
It's
You hear
a
that? He saw how it's made about it, Bobby. So he knows a lot too.
I mean, like if you were trying from the perspective of trying to build one from scratch, like
Yeah.
if homebrew is
Oh my
actually a
gosh.
thing.
Like, yeah. I mean, if I
It
tried to
is.
make one from scratch, it would just be like crayon on plywood.
Alistair, will you make me one for my birthday?
Yeah, buddy. Of course, I love you.
Thanks.
So there's a really cool company, Pinbox 3000. They make like cardboard versions that you can buy.
Oh, wow.
So it's more so marketed to like kids and like summer camps and stuff as like a fun STEM project to do. Or STEAM, because I guess art's in there because you're like making all sorts of backgrounds and stuff.
So how? So when you say there's a cardboard
I'm just gonna make
version,
everything talk about pinball.
well, there's a
Sorry.
lot. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So how? When you say a cardboard version, like how intricate are the workings?
So it's a pretty basic like 2 flipboard game, but you can add They sell like add-on packages, and you can totally mold like your own playfield. They have tons of demos online of like what people have done with the Pinbox 3000.
The Pinbox
It's really
3000.
cool. Pinbox 3000.
Bobbi Douthitt for the Pinbox 3000. We're going to cut it out and make an ad. Corin, so how long do you have to wear that stupid thing that you're wearing?
Oh, I'm not going to a doctor.
I didn't specifically say a doctor was involved, but that is funny.
Yeah, the whole thing is that I don't want somebody to tell me exactly how long to wear it.
It's just when it
because-
feels right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna continue to do things that are bad for it.
Oh, cool.
That's what I like.
Are you
to
going to
hear.
punch? How soon are you going to punch people?
Is it like
Any
this?
Yeah, what's it?
Can I see like a Muay Thai? Like, how are you supposed to do your hands?
Are you like
Yeah.
I wear gloves like
Is it the monkey paw? Like,
do a
boxing
do a
gloves.
tiger uppercut?
Yeah.
Let me go change into my Muay Thai shorts, and I'll show you.
What's your animation
do.
like while you're waiting to fight?
Aren't those just like basketball shorts?
Yeah, I buy it.
Yeah. Bless you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna tough it out. And the thing is, like, when you go to a doctor, they tell you, that you can't do things, or they tell you what's wrong, and then you have to listen to them. And I'm not ready
annoying.
for that.
Yeah,
Until
Ready to
it
give up on that
becomes-
wrist.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wear this stupid thing.
I mean, give
Is
up
it-
on it. And
Is it your
like, you
dominant
don't want to use it anymore.
hands?
I'm ambidextrous, so take that.
So is it your
no,
right
you're
hand?
not. Aren't you? Wait, what do you write with?
I write with my left hand.
You write with your left hand. What'd you
And
say?
you eat with your,
Left hand.
and you throw with your,
Right hand.
and you play hockey.
I
Never, maybe.
haven't. Yeah.
You
I
bet.
play right handed.
Stop making Corin explain his handedness. It's the worst.
No, keep
No, it's a
going. This is
pinball
awesome.
thing.
Oh,
a
is
lot of
it?
pinball players are ambidextrous because you're using both of your hands. I'm ambidextrous. I can
Flippering.
write with both hands.
Like I write with my left hand, but I'm orthodox as far as like boxing and Muay Thai goes. I'm not southpaw. So
Did you learn, like, was your family right-handed?
my family has no idea what they are.
Well, and it's like it's probably a
They're
generational thing
free-flowing.
too. Like they could have
Do
been
whatever you
left-handed
want.
and then had to be right-handed.
Oh
like,
no! I wrote backwards and upside down when I was little, and they were like, "Do it, have fun.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody stop
His
you."
parents definitely encouraged a lot of hippie bullshit.
I went to the Sunflower School for elementary school.
Oh, in Gulfport?
Yeah. Bunch of,
Crunchy. It's crunchy
very
granola.
crunchy. Yeah. We just like bunch of crunch.
Today Corin was feeling crescent moon shape. Yeah. That's how he got.
did-
Those were his grades.
Yeah. That's it.
If you didn't catch the reference. Well,
Anyway, that's all that's going on with me.
okay. Now, Jotham, Jared, do you guys want to just say at the same time what you've been up to, and then we can get into a quiz? No, or do you guys have any good stories going
Count
on,
of
or
three?
Absolutely not.
or should we skip that
Lamb
for
chops.
for some quiz? You made lamb
Okay.
chops.
No, but I ate some. They were good.
Who made them?
I met up with a friend. We were
Who just had some on them?
College, like freshman, sophomore roommates. I haven't seen him in many years. So he came over, and we used to look for change in the couch for cigarettes. So we treated ourselves to a nice dinner.
Wait,
And
I mean,
that was our idea.
I get the long form of that story, but it's weird.
And then we
the
hid the
glow
dinner
up.
in the couch,
They
and
call
then
it
we
glow
pretended
up.
to find it.
They call
Yeah,
it
the
glow
glow
up. That's right.
So was it berry chops or herbaceous? What'd they do?
Oh,
That's right.
wait, what?
You have a chef in the room with you.
They were just crunchy. They were.
Yeah, they
What?
Bobby,
lamb
they were like yummy and
Was
num num.
They were
Company
yummy and
meant?
crunchy. It
No
was
saucy biz.
Steelbach. No, they were grilled. I had a medium. They were good. I didn't know I was
Grilled
gonna
and
get. I
crunchy.
wouldn't have brought this up if I knew I was gonna have questions about it. I could have.
Did you guys
grilled?
cook them or did you go out to
No, we
eat?
went out to dinner.
Oh.
I
Where'd
wouldn't have
you
brought
go?
this up if I knew I had to talk about it.
Yeah, I regret. Steelbach
Oh,
Where is
in
that?
Armature.
Works?
Armature Works.
That's on that's Tampa side, right?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of places in it.
It's got
it's
a
one of
lot
the-
of places.
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah,
one of
it's got
those.
like
Mixed use.
halls you can rent as well as like maybe like permanent
Yes.
or like tenant
There's a food
vendors.
hall. This was a separate restaurant, but in it.
Okay.
All right.
But
Well, pork
Steel
chop.
box.
anyways, it was
Pork
good to see
chop,
him.
try it out.
It was good to see my friend. I hadn't seen him in a long. Actually, he came to our show
Those are my
Alistair, in
favorite type of-
2019.
Sideburns.
That's the last time I saw him.
Hell yeah,
Lamb
29.
chop sideburns.
Oh, like mutton chops?
Mutton
Going all the way down?
Yeah, that's what my character in
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 has right now.
I had those for a long time.
Going through a thing.
Oh, yeah, you did. You had a real Elvis Perkins thing going on.
I
Yeah,
used to
way
keep them a
too
lot
long.
longer too.
Oof.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of a sideburn.
I'll show you pictures and change your mind.
I'm trying to remember how mine looked when I had them. I don't know. I never did them quite like fucking Isaac Asimov, like a Martin Van Buren style, like Corin did.
Oh my
But I experimented with a thinner version.
Oh my god. Like how most epic chops go. Done. Hello.
I gotta go. How were taps? I only know presidents.
That was locked and loaded.
Well, do you guys want to take a brief break and then come back and do a little bit of quizzing and trivian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Quizzing and Trivian?
Quizian and trivian. So we're just going to take
That's
a quick
right.
break right now and step away to get any break we need, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Cool. Hello. This is Grand National Championships. We are back. We are joined by our guest, Bobbi Douthitt. We are about to embark upon a journey to...
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
That's right. It's time for interesting movie ideas with me, your host, Alistair St. Hill. Now, I have kind of a short quiz. All right, I've got 2 questions that don't follow the format. And then I have 10 questions that kind of they follow our movie teleporter accident format, where we take 2 movies and smash their titles together into one, and then you use that to name an actor who is in both of those movies that were smashed together.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
So
And you ring in with your name.
you ring in by saying your name. For instance, Corin, to ring in would say Corin.
Your name.
Sorry. So, all right. But before we get to that quiz, I do have 2 questions, a little pre-quiz that can maybe give you a little jump ahead in the quiz, 2 extra points. Now these are also movie title mashups, but I'm just going to give you a description, and you're going to tell me the name of this movie. That's a little bit complicated, but this should make sense. All right, this is about a giant and oversized gorilla that was brought to the United States to build a publishing empire and eventually die alone, saying the
Jotham.
name of its sled. Jotham, go.
Sorry, I didn't let you finish. King Kane.
No, the other one.
Bobby.
Bobby, go.
Corin. Oh. Go ahead, Bobby.
Come on,
You
say
got
it.
it.
You got it.
Citizen,
Come on.
Citizen Kong?
Yes!
Citizen Kane Kong?
Citizen Kong, you did it.
Citizen Kong? Okay.
Yes.
Why not
I was
All
like,
right.
do you just want
Bobby-
the first and the last one?
Bobby is part of us. We've got this. Bobby knows exactly what's going on.
I'm filing a complaint because I think that should have been King King.
You know what? That's not a bad answer, but it's not
It was
the one I
kind of
wrote
both,
down.
right? Like we both get 1
Yeah,
point.
it kind of was both, Bob. Yeah.
You know what?
Wow.
Bobby wants to run the game. Fine. Bobby, run the game. You both get 1 point.
Here's the thing. As long as we beat Jared,
You heard Jared's joke, he said
everybody
tilt.
wins.
All right, here's the second of the strange bonus questions. This is a movie directed by the Wachowski starship that stars Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly having lots of sexy sex while also looking for a lost clownfish.
Okay. What's the name of the first movie?
Yeah, who's that guy that's in it that they like off?
Joe Pants. But
Joe Pantoliano.
I know the movie. I know both movies, but
it's
I
not Men in Black.
So the answer to this one is
Isn't it like
Binding Nemo.
binding?
This is
the movie's
Binding.
called Bound.
Binding Nemo. So you
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
like it's bound something.
Unfortunately,
No.
I needed a
Binding
verb in the
something.
gerund tense. Okay, so now we're into the real 10 question quiz. I'm going to give you a movie mashup title, and you're going to tell me the actor who is in both of the movies represented by that title. Question 1. Kramer versus Prada.
Bobby.
Bobby, go.
Meryl Streep.
That's correct.
Oh.
Bobby's winning 2-1, giving away points,
Crushing it.
still leading the pack.
That's how you win as a leader.
You know what? The richest people I know are also the most generous. All right, question 2. The Fellowship of the Crystal Skull. Jared, go.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
That's correct. Kate Blanchett appeared in
Oh,
both
man, doing-
The Fellowship of the Rings, The
doing
Ring,
that Nazi accent.
and doing the Nazi accent in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Ooh,
Real hard.
Question
arcing
3.
it hard.
My Left Thread.
Bobby. Good. Corn was first.
Corin, go.
So generous. Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel
Oh my
Day-Lewis.
god! It's like I'm playing Metallica pinball. I love it.
As opposed to Daniel Knight-Lewis.
Or opposed to Megadeth Pinball. All right.
Oh.
Bobby leads 2-1. Question 4. I Legend.
Corin.
Corin, go.
Will Smith.
That's correct, Will Smith. I am Legend and I am Robot. Question 5. A Few Good Magnolias.
Corin.
Jared, go.
Tom Cruise.
That's correct.
Matt Hill.
Sorry.
I was thinking Steel Magnolias.
Oh, see?
too, and I haven't seen
you
either.
get tangled up. That could have been Daryl Hannah. Maybe she was in the background of A Few Good Men. Oh, this is
That sounds like
exciting.
a
There are
weird
2
burn of-
answers to this question.
2
2 potential
both or
answers.
one?
No, just have to give one.
Okay.
The Boog.
What if you get both?
Oh, yeah, 2 points available. The Boog Nightowski.
What?
The Boog Nightowski. Jared, go.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. I don't know the other one.
Julianne Moore is also in both movies. Boogie Nights
Oh,
and
you're
The
just
Big
gonna take it
Lebowski.
away. Not even giving
John
us
C.
a
Yeah.
chance.
Riley.
I only had time for one ring in.
All right.
Jared's winning 3-2 to 2-1.
Let me know when it's gonna get hard. How many points do I have?
You've got one because Bobby
she
gave
said.
you one. And she threw down a sick office burn.
Damn.
All right, question 7. Panic driver.
Bobby.
Bobby, go.
That handsome guy, Ryan. I don't know. Fuck.
Ryan.
Jotham.
Wait, who's this
Was it
handsome?
Baby Driver?
Who's this handsome? No, not Baby Driver.
Oh, damn it!
Jotham, you said your name, didn't you?
Ryan Gosling?
No.
No, Bobby.
Okay, Bobby.
Okay.
That lady.
Okay,
The lady. Oh man.
that's correct. The answer is the lesbian. No, what's her name? You have 5 seconds.
I keep thinking
not
Holly Hunt. I'm
Ellen.
like, it's not Holly Hunt.
But it's almost Holly Hunter. So close to being Holly Hunter. But it's actually Jodie Foster.
I couldn't. I was like, Holly Hunt, Meg Ryan, Sandra Bullock.
You were dancing right around it. No,
Taxi Driver and
Taxi
Panic
Driver
Room.
and Panic Room. Yeah,
Oh.
she was just
I thought it was-
she was just a kid.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking Drive.
Question 8. Hookman. Bobby,
Dustin
go.
Hoffman.
Hookman is a Hoffman.
Yeah, he's in Hook
very cute.
and Rain Man. Hookman. All right.
Definitely right now.
Star Wars Episode 1: The Swantum Menace.
What?
Corin.
Corin, go.
Natalie Portman.
That's right.
Swan.
The Swantum
Swan.
Menace.
Oh.
The Swamp Thing
Oh.
Menace.
Also, I have to take a little break here just to mention that Natalie Portman's husband is named Benjamin Millipede.
It's a great arcade game.
That is not the funniest thing about him. The funniest thing about him has to do with his last name and his profession.
He's a dancer.
Yes.
An entomologist.
He is a dancer.
What?
But if you have 1,000 legs, dancing almost seems like cheating as a career path. He's French, you understand. No, I don't know how his name is. I don't know how his name is pronounced, but it's spelled just like Millipede.
Millipede.
Yeah, Millipede. Sacre bleu. Question 10. Oh, by the way, Corin, Jared, and Bobby are tied with 3. Jotham currently has 1. This last question
Yes.
worth 3 points.
Oh,
Oh!
A lot of pickles.
The shape of schmucks.
ah, fuck.
The shape of schmucks. But you saw the first one.
I haven't seen
I'm gonna take a guess. Jared.
Jared, go.
Michael Shannon. It's like 3 people in Shape of Water. I don't know.
Now I'm trying.
Oh, now I know.
Toro.
Now I know. God damn it.
Just
All
say it. I don't know it.
Go.
Octavia Spencer.
Not bad.
Nice.
Jared takes it.
Not bad.
6 to 3 to 3 to 1.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Now,
Congratulations.
because my quiz was only 10 questions tonight, I did arrange for a second.
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host,
Corin Atchison.
That's right. Secondary quiz master Corin Atchison coming at you with
That's the
Here's
worst.
2 things
The worst MC name I've ever heard. The secondary quiz master.
Wow.
MC backup. I have a portmanteau quiz. This is going to be backwards from the way we were just doing it. I'm going to give you 2 things, and you'll give me the mashup title. All of these are mixes
I
between.
will point out at one point that happened during my quiz too.
Oh, that's
The
true.
early portion. Sorry.
Right,
Go
the
ahead.
2 questions. These are all movies and old school rap, hip hop, R&B
Songs.
All right.
songs. Yes.
So movies and song titles smashed together.
There's one artist name as part of it.
You know what?
but-
I like when you sound
yeah.
as stupid as I do when I'm doing my quizzes.
Let's begin.
I'll keep track.
The order in which I describe the things is the order in which they appear in the answer.
Okay.
I think that's true. A responsible drinking anthem by Montel Jordan and an ill-received 2020 Robert Downey Jr. family movie. In which Robert Downey Jr. talks to animals.
Alistair.
Alistair.
This is how we do, little?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
This is how we do it comes at night.
Number 2.
I thought it was going to be This Is How We Do Date.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Wasn't that also a Robert Downey Jr. Film?
Was that?
Was that where he's trying to drive across the country with Zach Galifianakis? Did that have? Was that or was
God.
that something
Yeah.
else?
That was a movie.
I think. Yay! The highest praise Bobby ever gives.
But y'all need to watch Dr. Dolittle and try to tell me what accent he's trying to do.
I've heard it's supposed to be Welsh, but it's not.
Australian? No, I don't know.
It changes. It fluctuates throughout the whole movie.
That's like me doing an accent.
Anyway,
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Question 2.
Alistair's got a point.
A Boys to
Basically.
Men ballad and a Matt Dillon, Kate Hudson, and Owen Wilson comedy directed by the Russo brothers. The movie title is stupid and it refers to 3 separate people.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
What was the first part?
What? So first part, yeah.
A Boys to Men
Boys-
ballad.
yeah.
Ballad.
Jared.
Okay.
Jared.
I'll make love to you, me, and McCree.
Oh, so close. Bobby for the steal.
I'll make love to you, me, and Dupree.
That is correct.
That
Got my
didn't go
movie
right.
mixed up
Wasn't
with
there Me,
Fantastic.
Myself, and Irene? Wasn't that a Jim Carrey?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah, but
another
that's-
one
That's what I
like
was
that.
going to say.
I'll make love to me, myself, and
Yeah.
Poor Irene, she's third on the list.
yeah. And what a weird song the Boys to Men made. I'll make love to me.
There's an ode to, yes.
All right, number 3. This is the one with the artist title. A No Limit rapper whose real name is Michael Lawrence Tyler. And a 2017 coming of age story of 2 young men in love.
What year? For the movie.
2017.
2017 with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, shit. Fucking.
And a rapper who is a danger.
Jared.
Jared.
Mystic, call me by your name.
Yeah, that's it.
Bloody brilliant.
All right, number 4. The 1992 Zoom In Rex and Effect classic and a
What are you even saying?
1998
Say that again slower, please.
1992 Zoom In Rex
Zoom
and
In.
Effect classic song.
You know it.
You'll get it.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
a 1998 romantic period comedy about the Bard.
Alistair.
Alistair.
Shake your rump spear in love.
Jared.
Jared for the steal.
Rump Shakespeare. In love.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Jared's killing it. 2 to 1 to 1. Jotham yet to get on the board.
Rump Shake. Produced with an.
Yeah.
Just got lucky.
Oh, good to know.
Really, I stole the point.
Number 5. Classic B-movie sci-fi adventure featuring a hidden world of dinosaurs and a hit song from The Chronic 2001 featuring an Eminem chorus that every white high school boy I knew tried to rap along with.
Jotham.
Jotham.
The Land That Time Forgot About Dre.
Yes.
Oh, holy shit.
That was so good.
I want to give him 2 for that one.
I won't get any more
The
tonight.
land that time forgot about Dre.
That was awesome.
That's just nice to say. That's like a real Yatuzi jacuzzi situation.
And I would watch him in a jacuzzi if he ever did that, Twitch.
Yeah, let us know.
I know it.
Another Boyz II Men classic. This one from 1992, and a 2002 Tom Hanks period crime film directed by Sam Mendes.
Jotham. Motown, Philadelphia.
No, different.
No, Alistair. The end of the road to perdition.
Correct.
See, I could only do the
You
road
like
to
how I put
redemption. I was like, that's
Motown,
not
Philly,
it.
and Philadelphia together?
Yeah.
You did a great
Motown, Philadelphia.
That was great.
Listen,
I thought it was too easy.
Jotham,
I thought it was too
I might
easy.
as well give you a point. That's an answer later on.
Is it?
Motown, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom Hanks.
oh, Corin.
I love it. I'm on fire tonight.
Another Boyz II Men classic.
Third one.
Jesus.
Boyz II Men heavy on this quiz.
You know it.
A little bit.
These all came from a playlist that I listen to a lot, so
This is your workout playlist?
it's a something playlist. A single.
No Leah or TLC on it, apparently.
Yeah, what the
A
fuck?
single by Old Dirty Bastard featuring Kellis, and a 2011 sports movie that's more about statistics than sports.
Jotham.
Alistair.
Jotham said it first.
Alistair.
Baby, I got your money ball.
Damn it.
Almost. It's so close. There's
Holy-
just no baby.
Oh, I got your
It's just-
money ball.
It's just got your money.
I'm giving Jotham points.
Yeah.
He's winning 4 to 2 to 2 to 1. All of a sudden, he's beating the bejesus out of us. That's what I get for confidently mocking him.
That's right. We still have plenty more questions.
Oh God.
Great.
Number 8, a sexy 1991 Color Me Bad song featuring some TikToks, and a 1978 stoner flick in which
Alistair.
a bumbling duo drives a van made entirely of weed. Alistair.
I want to sex you up in smoke.
That is right.
That was great.
Cheech and Chong were in a movie I watched last night that was great that I'd never even heard
The
of.
Corsican
After Hours
Brothers?
by-
Oh.
After Hours by Scorsese. It was really funny. A dark comedy.
Right on.
Unaware of it.
Anyways.
Were they Cheech and Chong, or were they just Cheech Miranda?
No, they played some burglars.
Randoms.
Boiglers.
Yeah.
All right. Number 10, a 2000 song by Mystical in which he implores you to reveal what you're working with, and a 1997 film where Jack Nicholson is mean to Cuba Gooding Jr. and Greg Kinnear.
Alistair.
Alistair.
Shake your ass good as it gets.
Yes.
I'm right up with Jotham now, 4 to 4.
man.
That's right.
Ooh.
Okay, moving right along. The 16th Bond film from 1989. This one starring Timothy Dalton. And a 1996 cover song hit by the Fugees.
Alistair.
Alistair.
A View to a Killin' Me Softly.
No. So close.
Corin's trying to wink. Did you see that?
The only thing we're missing is the Bond title.
Right, half of the answer.
Yeah.
So disgusted right now.
I can't get it.
I've never
Too
seen the
hard to
Bond.
kill me softly.
Too Hard to Kill.
License to Kill. Oh.
There it is.
License to Kill Me Softly.
That sounded legit.
I would have. I was gonna say A View to a Kill. Also, that's what it was.
Jared, that's
I
very
almost
big
said
of
it
you to
after
admit
it-
that.
Same.
After Alistair
You're
was
not
told it
alone.
was wrong.
I was
Almost said the same thing.
I almost just kept saying
Jotham doesn't
over
let
and over again
being proven
until it was
completely
right.
wrong slow him down.
All right, number 12, a 1996 song by Mark Morrison that he calls his comeback song, and a very bad much parodied 1998 movie about an alien befriending a young boy?
Jared. Return of the Mac and Me.
Yeah, that's it.
God damn it.
So good. Just like a Paul Rudd.
Yeah, such a good bit.
Jared, Jotham, and I are all tied with 4. Bobby somehow lagging behind with only 1 this round.
I stole a point. I can't make it happen.
No, you're all right.
It's a win.
Well, I keep thinking that we would have to create the mashups. So now I'm like, my brain is totally scrambled.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, I did this to you.
You
We
blew it
used to play a
again.
game Celebrity Before and After where you would join up like
Angelina Joe Lieberman.
yeah.
Like that.
Or Joe Perry
Nodding.
Cuomo over. That was a long story.
All right, 3 more. Number 13. A book that spawned 2 movies, both by the same name, originally Swedish, but then the American one had Daniel Craig. And a song about getting a boner when you're dancing with someone.
Alistair.
Jared.
Alistair was first.
Bobby!
Alistair was first.
The girl with the dragon tattoo close.
Correct.
That's correct. That is correct.
That's a classic song. I would say that's the national anthem of this show. It gets mentioned so much.
All right, 2 more. the hit 2000 song by Cisco and the racist 1949 Disney movie about the South.
Alistair.
Jared's first.
Thong Song of the South.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm putting the point down, but I'm not ringing a bell for that.
That was the correct
Thong Song of the South. All right.
All right, last
When you
question.
think you just would never hear something, and then you
Hearing it out loud's a
5.
whole other thing.
5 points.
Oh,
Here we go.
That's a big one.
1990s. A song from 1990 by Digital Underground about a fake dude with a big nose, and a 2000 film starring Bjork.
Alistair.
Jared first.
I was.
Love to see it.
Bobby, who did you hear first?
No, you don't have to put her in that position.
Okay.
The Humpty Dancer in the Dark.
That's right.
I just wanted to answer because I knew it. I was like, damn it.
That's
You said my name
beautiful.
was like
Jared takes it
Humpty Dancer. In the
10 to 5 to 4 to 1. Good job.
Feel good about it.
Well, guys, this has been trivia.
So yeah, like Boy George, Michael.
See, yeah, we're a big fan of the
Yeah.
of the before after, the portmanteau,
fun.
the smash up.
Yeah. It's like a Wheel of Fortune thing, the before and after.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. I should just scour Wheel of Fortune clues and just use those to make questions up.
No, I loved the movie mashup, but I was expecting like half and half, and you were like switching it up with inside the middle of it.
There was some inside
Put
the
us on
middle of
our
it at
toes.
times.
Very puzzling.
It is puzzling.
Thank you.
This whole thing is puzzling.
Do you guys want to do the news? Do you guys have some
Sure.
something that we
I got
could maybe
news
if we
lined up.
tried to?
Yeah. Turns out there's news this week.
Corin, what's in the news?
Device turns sweaty fingers into power source that could recharge batteries while you sleep. A device which turns sweaty fingers into power has been invented. A study found wearing it for 10 hours at night produces enough juice to run a watch for 24 hours. What watch? That's what I want to know. Most power-producing wearable devices require the wearer to perform intense exercise or depend on external sources, such as sunlight or large changes in temperature. But now, researchers at the University of California, San Diego have invented the energy harvester, which generates power even when the wearer is sat still. The flexible strip wraps around the finger like a sticky plaster and produces small amounts of electricity when the wearer presses down or starts to sweat. It also produces power from light finger tapping, converting activities like typing or texting
Or pinball playing.
Or
Boom.
pinball playing.
We're just farms, just waiting.
I know you guys are like those towers in the Matrix, just like use you like batteries.
Oh,
Tippity tap, ding ding, whistle
That's
whistle.
another thing that should have been a pinball machine. The Matrix. Come on, come on.
Have you
It's gotta be out
encountered
there
have you
somewhere.
encountered a pinball machine that has like a steam element to it that has like a whistle, like a calliope on it?
That just happened. Someone
serious?
just made a steampunk pinball machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
wow.
very recently happened. I don't know about the Calliopeia.
Yeah,
The calliope?
the calliopeia. Yeah, what a beautiful instrument.
Clowncore, am I right?
Sometimes I'll take my calliope to the open mics.
Do a cover of Creep.
You say do a cover of Creep on a calliope. Like you got like a
happy
little
and
wind
bouncy.
up. Yeah, it really moves. Well, so this is a very sensitive.
What was the fiber? What was it
I don't
made
know
out
what
of?
it's made out of. This is
I can power a whole car. You're powering a watch with that sweat.
Yeah,
yeah.
You should see me
It
sweat.
says-
And
this
it's
is
like the salt? Like it has to be sweaty.
Or is
Yeah,
it just
I'm
from
not
like the warmth of your dermis?
It's from the sweat, because the article says specifically that fingertips have one of the highest concentrations of sweat glands in the body.
So it's
That
kind
I
of like some sodium in it.
Didn't know about that.
So is it like a chemical like battery reaction? Is it
All right, like electrolytes, right?
hell yeah. It's what plants crave.
Yeah, enzymes
Blue
on the
Gatorade.
electrodes trigger a chemical reaction between sweat molecules, lactate, and oxygen to generate electricity.
Does
The
it mean
small
it's not
chip
vegan?
under the electrodes made of piezoelectric material also generates power when pressed.
Well, this sounds like a great way to.
Harness your body's power.
Yeah, I'm not picturing this watch being like super fully function. Like, are they talking about like an old fashioned like little like lithium or
wind-up
like a little
watch.
crystal diode?
Little Timex.
Yeah.
Casio.
Yeah, call me when you've got some real generation power
Can it
generation.
power a Fitbit or what?
Yeah,
Can it power my calculator watch or what?
calculator watch.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Is that the Jared? What's in the news with you?
I had something that you might be able to relate to, Alistair. There was the reporting on a Reddit thread where a guy was hired to photograph a friend's wedding for $250.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
and refused to serve him food or wouldn't let him take a break. So
For 10 hours.
For 10 hours.
Oh.
So, and when they asked him, when he asked them to have a short break so he could drink, get a plate of food, they said no, either stop, either take photos or leave. And he held the camera up in front of them and deleted all the photos that he'd taken all that day.
That's so funny.
I just kind of wanted to know if that was if you've ever run into something quite that extreme, or is that something that you would do if denied a meal?
Well,
say yes.
oh, who knows what could happen if you deny me a meal? But it's yeah. I mean, $250 is like a crazy amount
Chump
to
change.
like. I mean, you should just say like, would you do it as a favor? Like,
Right.
instead of.
An insult like that.
It's an insult, and you'd think like included in that would be a meal ticket and at least like a little like closet that you could go
a
eat
bathroom
in.
pass.
My
Yeah, exactly. You get to go to the
gosh.
bathroom one time during the night. The standard rules. But yeah, that sucks situations like that. That's why it's important that if you're taking advantage of your friend's services, you pay their full rates. Don't look for fucking sneaky seconds if you're going to be like all crazy about the draconian about the rules.
And bathroom.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad relationship to begin with before the photography
Yeah.
even came into it.
Yeah, I bet that wedding's not going to last either.
Yeah, the wedding probably
the
only going to
marriage.
last 10 hours.
I give it a year.
This wedding has lasted a year. It must have been amazingly expensive.
Right, that's it.
But at the same time, I've requested your professional services. You're an expert in networking and meeting people at parties. No, I mean,
LinkedIn, yeah.
computer networks, and I asked about your expertise in setting up computer systems and installing computer components. And
What do I tell you?
you say, don't
$40 an hour.
Don't give me any
Leave me
money.
alone about that.
But so yeah, you get taken advantage of for your professional services quite often, don't you?
Yeah, I did that.
For
I've had
everybody
you
does it.
fix
I feel like I should do
computers
it
and
next.
shit.
Bobby,
Have you
do
tried
you often get
turning
put
it off
upon
now?
for professional services, either chefery or
When I used to
as a
cook, that was
technician?
like a big thing. Like, people would always want me to cook for them. I'm like, I charge people.
Would they want you to just like kind of casually cater an affair for 200 people kind of thing?
Oh, we'll
It
let
would
you
be
have
like-
some of it.
It would be like random, like totally unrealistic offers, which is just like, yeah, that's cool. Good luck with that.
Yeah. People need to be taught the value of these things. Maybe we should.
But I love food.
Take-
I love
take away
answering
their
food
food.
questions, though. Like, if you have a question about something, yeah. If you actually need like my services and my skills, that's a whole nother.
But you like being kind of sought out as like a Yoda type figure with tons of wisdom.
I've definitely like in my family, I'm the person that's like, is there a food question? Ask Bobby. Like, she'll figure it out. Like,
Food-
how to make chili without tomato paste. I'm there. Let's do this.
What do you
Yeah.
use?
We use a mixture of beet, watermelon, and bell pepper.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
interesting.
pretty good.
I'm
It's
much
pretty
more
good.
likely to have tomato paste.
My oldest stepchild.
It's like a weird dietary restriction thing. And I always saw that as
like
challenges.
a nightshade thing.
But peppers were okay.
Nice.
Right on.
But yeah, tomatoes were out.
Wait,
I can't eat eggplant.
What's this
I-
nightshade
because-
thing?
Potato, tomato, bell pepper, and eggplant.
Some
They're
people
all in the
have a-
belladonna family.
Some people have an allergy to it.
It's with
They can
my
be very inflammatory.
our oldest Mandy's oldest child Kyle can't eat tomatoes. They're like spicy and burn their mouth. But potatoes are cool with them. I was wondering if they had that kind of thing going on. Maybe it's just tomatoes, just a one-off.
Maybe it's just
Yeah,
tomatoes.
if I eat eggplant, I'm in pain for like a week.
Belladonna Nightshade sounds like a good assassin name.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably uses darts, blow darts. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
white potato, tomato, bell
potato, not so
peppers,
much.
and spicy peppers.
Belladonna Nightshade, I want you to meet your new assassin partner. White potato.
Potato.
Hey, what's up, man?
One fine
Stumbling
green
over something,
bell
knocking
pepper.
things over.
Wait, you're still talking serious about food over there. What'd you just say about bell pepper?
No, I'm making characters with different
Oh,
food.
bell pepper. Hi, my name is banana
Foster.
I got nothing. Banana
Banana
Foster.
pepper or something.
All right.
Holly
okay.
Holly Hunter. Is that good?
I have news.
Oh, what's the news?
Stern just launched Insider Connect. So Stern Pinball Manufacturing out of Chicago, Illinois, they have this newfangled QR code that you get assigned to your person, and then you earn achievements by playing out on locations playing pinball. It's kind of cool
Nice.
for people that like pinball.
It's like Pinball Man Go.
So, like, yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But you
Rick
can
Quiz
get
answer next
swag.
week.
You can get Stern pinball swag. So you can get like T-shirts and koozies.
They're like
Are they-
Marlboro Miles.
Yes. Yes.
I know just
It's
how these
like-
catalogs work.
Yeah, being really good at smoking got you more miles.
Yeah, I was doing all kinds of like around the back French inhales. You couldn't
Oh my
believe it.
gosh. Yes. Yes.
I was like Andrew Dice Clay in that. Yeah, up in there. Sorry, that was the end of my sentence. Up in this piece, I meant. Jotham, anything in the news, pinball or otherwise?
A California man is suing a psychic who he claims falsely promised to save his marriage by removing a curse put on him by his ex-girlfriend. Mauro Restrepo, sorry, excuse me, said in a lawsuit filed in Torrance Superior Court and seen by NBC Los Angeles that he paid psychic Sophia Adams to remove the said curse. So he accuses her and her business, Psychic Love Specialist by Sophia, and her family of negligence, civil conspiracy, and an intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress. Hey, Corin, how'd I do?
You did great, except for the international bit.
We can edit that out, right?
Yeah, I'll
we
cut
can
that out.
Okay, so
Wait, so the
during
psychic
the
gave him
session-
bad intel.
Well, no, she didn't lift the curse.
Well, yeah, so he went
From
to
the
her and he's like,
girlfriend?
listen, my ex-girlfriend hired a witch. You got to get rid of this hex. And
So there was there was a witch, a fortune teller, a girlfriend, and a boyfriend.
They walk into a bar.
Yeah,
There was a wife.
Where's the boyfriend
the
come in?
cook, the killer, the lover.
So
What's the
Rope.
curse?
The revolver.
Just
Yeah,
kind
can
of
you-
in
The
general.
one
he
night.
says, bad
Did
luck
all
put
his
on him.
teeth fall out and hair grew in their place? I hear that's a popular curse.
Come on.
His butt fell off.
Beard mouth.
No, it just says hired by.
Yeah, do you remember that movie
Classic curse.
based on the Stephen King book? It was called Beard Mouth. the old woman got hit by the car and she touched his face. She's like Beard Mouth. That was awful.
Oh.
There.
This
Sorry.
is
This
about after
guy-
dinner.
this
after
guy-
dinner.
He says that the psychic lady requested $5,100 to remove the curse. Paid a $1,000 down payment. Curse did not help in any way, in quotes, and now he's seeking $25,000 in damages. And it happened in 2007, but this is a brand new article.
$5,100 plus 20% down up front.
Almost.
Wait,
yeah.
so did he?
Very
Wait,
close.
did he pay the rest? Did he
doesn't
put
say.
the down payment, then get the then
That was the
all it
going
says-
rate like
inflation?
15 years ago. I'm in the wrong business.
It sounds like no, because she requested this amount, $5,100. He paid $1,000 down payment, so it doesn't say he paid all of it.
5,100 in
I think I know what the hex
2007.
did.
Yeah, 2007.
Adjust it for inflation, won't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That would be $6,728 today, 94 cents.
Really?
Man, for one curse. Damn.
That's it.
For one.
Yeah, for one lousy beard
Gotta make
mouth.
it. Gotta make it count.
Hey man, if your butt fell off, you'd want to get it back on.
Right about that.
Yeah, he's got a point.
That's been the news, guys. Well, it's the time on the program where we discuss our playlist. We add songs to our playlist pretty much weekly, theoretically. And when we have a guest, we have them add to the playlist as well. And we put it right up top ever since Prince Midnight was very insulted by us putting his weird songs at the bottom. So, Bobby, why don't you tell us what you've given us on the playlist this week? Or do you need me to pull it up?
I just picked some random stuff, I guess, kind of, that it was like 6 songs that I like.
Great.
It doesn't have to define you.
Let me
Exactly.
punch it in.
You're
Let me
taking
punch
it
it in.
exactly as seriously as it's supposed to.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, what would you want to have, like a mixtape that you would make to to give to someone type of deal.
And you're giving this to all of our score of listeners.
Yeah. So the first track I picked was Cowpoke from Haviland. I got to experience Canyon Candy, the album that it's from. It was a art installation in the Clock Tower Gallery in New York. I think it was
Okay.
Clock Tower.
You say Canyon Candy?
Yeah, Canyon Candy. So it was a short film that this album was the soundtrack to. And it was super immersive. You started to walk through these caves and it turned into like a Western scene. I have this album on vinyl as well. And the end of it just loops crickets over and over. Which is a great, like, that was one of the only other sounds in the soundtrack besides the music. It's a silent film. There is like subtitles and stuff, but it's, I don't know, it's a weird art film, but it was fun, and that whole experience was fun. So this song takes me back to that, visit to New York.
Right on.
Yeah. And it's a fun one. It's kind of like Western trip hop, if that was a thing. I don't
I'm
know.
imagining it now. What was that band? Was that something Cliff? Oh, wait, Cliff Martinez. I'm mixing up the name. Damn
Friends
it.
of Dean Martin.
Friends of Dean Martinez. That's it. Was
Used to be
that
friends
kind of?
Dean Martin, but they got sued.
Was that kind of like? That, I feel like that could almost fit in the Western trip
Yeah,
hop.
it was like Western shoegaze.
Okay, there we go.
And then I picked
I'm
a
happy
breeder
now.
song.
Nice.
So I used to listen to Grand National Champions when you guys were on WMNF. I cooked at an Elks Lodge on Wednesday nights. That
Nice.
was the filet dinner night. So I cooked fillets all night and then drove home listening to GNC. And I called in and requested No Aloha from the Breeders ones.
Solid.
We're always
It
happy to
ended
play
up-
that minute 40 song.
Yeah, it's great.
It
And it was
rocks.
like the end song. It was like the last song of the show, so it was great. And I love the Breeders. I ended up seeing them twice in the last 5 years, which was like
that's
amazing.
awesome.
Never thought that would happen. So,
Where'd you see them?
Well, I saw them in DC. Thought that they wouldn't be in Florida, so I traveled to DC, and then the
Good
next
bit.
year they played in Tampa.
Nice.
I was
was
at the
like,
Tampa
cool.
show.
Yeah, yeah. I bought all the merch at the Tampa show, so that was cool.
That way you didn't have to pay the fuel that it cost to get it back here.
No traveling.
Bang.
Yeah, no
The, mi-
footprint.
the mind of a pinball technician.
How do I maximize my loadage?
The
We
next,
did drive. We drove up to DC and back, which is wild.
That's a good drive. We've all driven up there. Corin, you and I drove up there to go see a half-hour concert once.
That's true.
That's right. We went to go see Medications. That was a good show.
And their first ever show.
Was that the first show they ever played?
I believe so.
Good for us. Look at that.
Yeah.
Street cred.
That's right.
Voice.
Time to cash it in. Next up on your list is
My
a song.
third song. You were like,
Yeah, I love that song.
so Parentheses by The Blow. The Blow are amazing.
And
I don't know,
Yacht. One of them is also like Yacht, right? That band Yacht.
Yeah.
Yacht.
And this song, I actually was singing to myself for the past year and a half. Anytime I felt overwhelmed in public, especially in the grocery store, which was like a little bit of a battle for me. Like going into quarantine, it was like, okay, you only kind of have agoraphobia. Like you only get, panic attacks in large groups of people where it's like, I'm getting to the grocery store and I'm like, there's too many cars in the parking lot. Gotta come back later. Oh, still too many cars. Have to actually go in the store now. So I'm like, just singing like something in the deli aisle makes you cry.
Yeah, it's like it's the perfect song for the
Very
mind state of
calming
the
and
last year.
soothing, just to be like, it's okay. You're gonna grab groceries.
Yeah, it's okay if you have to step outside. Breathe deep.
And it's a great two people making music together. It's
Yeah,
always fun and special.
I like the very kind of simple beepy boopiness of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like old school easy pop songs. Verse, chorus, you're done. And then Fiery Furnaces, one of my all-time favorite bands ever. I chose
Blueberry
Evergreen.
Boat.
So yeah, I didn't pick that epic. I was like, what songs do they have that are 3.5 minutes that aren't
I haven't thought about that band.
12?
Is that Eleanor
Eleanor Friedberger and Matthew Friedberger.
Friedberger?
They're a brother-sister duo that came around kind of the same time as the White Stripes, where it was like a lot of people were like, oh, you guys aren't brother and sister. You're just fakes like the White Stripes. And they're like, no, we don't look alike.
You're
but
really
we're
in a
brother and sister."
romantic relationship. Like, no.
You're really married, aren't you?
A horrible thing to accuse someone of.
And I've seen them live 3 times. They have a great live album, Remember the Fiery Furnaces. And they have these songs that they recorded in epics that are 12 minutes long, and then they whittle them down to 4 minutes and then mash them into 5 different songs. They're a really fun not a jam band. Like I'm so not into that kind of music, but I think you could compare it to something like that.
Like you want to call them a jam band, but like you know how
only
uncool
live.
that makes
like
you
it's
sound.
like a weird thing that they do live because it was like, oh, we're gonna play these songs every night. Yeah, I don't want to play a 12-minute version of this. Let me mash it into 4 songs and have that be like the 4, or like 12 minutes in 4.
All right, what else you got?
Oh gosh. Sorry, my screen keeps. I always call this song "Photographs," but it's "Wishing" by Flock of Seagulls.
I don't think I know this song. I think I only know the one. I know the one Flock of Seagulls song. That's it.
There's like a couple popular Flock of Seagulls songs. This isn't one of them. The only reason I know about this song is my Kia Soul came with like that free trial of Sirius XM.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it came with like a CD in it. It's like it just has. It
random-
had one song, "Flock of
That was
Seagulls."
Scion. Scion did the CDs.
Oh,
They
did
did like
they?
the metal, like Scion Fest. So Kia Soul, they gave you this like Sirius XM freebie. So 3 months into getting this car, my whole like console just stops working, and it's some like weird Windows.
You got the blue
Navigation.
screen of death.
Yeah, like it just wouldn't work. Like I'm resetting it, and the guys are like, "Oh, I have to like show this girl how to reset it." And I'm like, "I tried. I pressed the pin. I got the safety pin. And I stuck it in that little hole, and it didn't reset. It's really broken." So I get a whole new system. They have to take the car for like 2 days and rip out the whole center and put a new thingy in it. And I never stopped having Sirius XM radio for like 3 years.
Wait, you think that so because your console melted down, you were able to bilk them out of 3 years worth of Sirius XM?
It somehow never triggered
Sirius FM.
the right Sirius thing. Like it was like, oh, it's just this other unidentified radio that's streaming Sirius. It must
Wow.
be like in the dealership or something.
Wait,
Who
you know
knows?
what this sounds like, Jotham?
This sounds like a good hack.
This is a hack. This is a life
Yeah.
hack. So if you
This
ever
is a
want to
life
get free Sirius XM, just
Just
destroy
make
the
sure-
console of your car.
Yeah, make sure that
wanna
radio
get
breaks
serious about
early
Sirius
on.
And
FM.
just go, yeah, Jared, we heard it. You do a lot of good puns
Listen.
about Sirius.
Wasn't acknowledged.
And if you've ever listened to Sirius XM, it's just like other radio. Like you're hearing the same genre of like 125 songs maybe, but this Flock of Seagulls song kept playing on their 80s station, and I was like, freaking love this song.
Yeah, you've frozen in a very funny way.
Bent over. Is the sound still working?
Oh yeah, the sound's been working consistently, but you've just been kind of a few frames
You've been
for the
frozen
last
for a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
Slideshow.
but you're like kind of it's like a slideshow. You're changing every once in a while, but right now it's a funny one. It's like you're laughing real hard and your face is tilted down. You look like you've got a completely different type of face.
I can see it. I look like mid-dab, like I'm about to
Yeah.
raise up the 2 arms to do a dab.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and just keep
you
the
look
dab
like you've
motion.
got like hair like a Jared Leto Joker.
Oh, I do right now. I do
Yeah,
have that hair.
but like
Not as short.
really,
Yeah.
like it's really going on
I'm
right
gonna
now.
hold and dab just so that it stays in a dab motion.
We are about to hit Corin's time that he has to go. So
Oh,
tell us
okay,
about
so
your
let
last
me get to
song,
my
and we'll
last
say our
song.
goodbyes.
War My Celebration. I feel like it's me as a person. It's just kind of disjointed and a little bit of cacophony, but works out and is a cool, fun song.
Works out. You like to work out.
Totally.
What?
Throwing pinball machines around.
It's just why you said workout. All right. So, guys, do you want to run down your lists? Corin, are you in danger?
I'm in
Corin looks
danger.
nervous.
I gotta get out of here.
Okay, you tell us your list and then leave.
Okay, I've got all indigenous artists who do metal. So I've got Kai Tangata by Alien Weaponry, Graves of the Monuments with Long Walk, Power Toke with their song Hard Life, Shadowed Man by Resistant Culture, Monster Slayer by Merciless Indian Savages, and Semican with Guerreros de Semican.
Very nice.
I love you all. Have a good night.
Later, show the-
Love you, bud.
But oh Jesus. I can't believe that happened so fast. Jared, what's on your list?
Real quick, I just have some covers. Long Distance Run Around by the Joggers. Stay Away by Nirvana by Charles Bradley. I've Been Waiting for You by Neil Young by the Pixies. Mother by Danzig by Wye Oak. Supernaut by Black Sabbath by 1000 Mo DJs. And Summer Breeze by... Who does that?
Summer Breeze? Like the summer breeze came crashing in from across the sea.
Yeah, it makes me feel fine.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know who does that, but it's a cover by Typo New.
Oh, okay. Jotham.
I've been listening to that new Low a bit, so I got White Horses.
Okay.
Got Motorhead by Hawkwind, which was the first song Lemmy wrote for them, but then it's the first song on Motorhead's self-titled album as well, so it's two different versions of that song. Painkiller by Ice Age with Sky Ferrara, and Tyrannosaurus Rex by Acid Baby Jesus, which I used to listen to this album a lot back, Alistair, when we played in another band, maybe like 2012 or 13, and I forgot about them for, almost 10 years, so it was good to hear that again.
Fun.
Good garage. Yeah.
I've got...
Is that Kid AIDS?
Are you talking about Kid AIDS?
Yes.
I still have that shirt, the Upside Down Cross with Peggy Hill.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's a great one.
It's one that's tough to wear out. But I love it.
I have that tattoo on my leg. Tell me about it.
It's tough to wear out.
Wearing it out.
I'm going to, on my playlist, I'll have Never in My Life by Mountain. Paranoia by Yesterday's Children. Jared, you sent me that album the other week. Lots of fun. Yeah. I think I'm going to put first track The Great Southern Trendkill from Pantera's album, The Great Southern Trendkill. And we'll hear also Whisper from Ty Segall's most recent album, and a live version of How Soon Is Now by Johnny Marr. So Morrissey's not even on it. That's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
And that's pretty much where we're at. Bobby, do you have anything that the people should know about that we haven't touched on so far?
So, you guys are all based in Florida, besides Corin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's Free Play Florida. It's our yearly arcade convention that happens in Orlando. It is November 19th to the 21st. There's special guests, there's speakers and panels, and people are debuting new games. It's like our big happening of the year, so that's worth putting out there. Free Play Florida. It's at the Royal Caribbean in Orlando, kind of out near like the theme parks and stuff.
Right on. Cool. Lots of fun. We'll be sure to link that in the description of the program.
Spread the arcade love.
Absolutely. Well, Bobby, thank you so much for taking part. Lots of fun having you. I hope you had a good time.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
Wish I had done better that quiz, man. I'm going to be thinking about all these different mashups now.
You really killed
Jodie Foster, like I'll ever forget her name.
Yeah. Never think she's Holly Hunter again.
The closeted lesbian. I didn't say closeted. I just said lesbian.
Well, I remember she came out in kind of an awkward way at like an award ceremony. Kind of that was the first public. She kind of said it vaguely in a weird way. I think she was kind of nervous and trying to say something, but maybe not knowing quite how to. Like very much how I'm wrapping up this show.
People's business are their own business.
People's business are their own business, like my friend Bobbi Douthitt always says. So with that, for Jared McLeod and Jotham Fady and Corin Atchison and our friend Bobbi Douthitt, I'm Alistair St. Hill.
The frozen square of me.
Everyone have a spectacular day, week, month, or even year. We'll be there for you. Bye.